Welcome back to the Claybowl, everybody. We're here for the second round of the night. It's going to be the Dirt Modified. It's going 50 laps on this tiny track. As you can see, it's about the length of SKMR, which we ran last season and we'll be running later this season. The difference being that the straightaways are shorter, the turns are much wider, and that provides for a lot, I guess you could say smoother racing than at SKMR, but certainly no less chaotic. As the Dirt Modifieds are up, I'm going to go over their point standings, and then we're going to go over their starting lineup. Right now, your points leader in this division is Cato Kendrick. He has a lead of about 14 points over Urantia Jewel. That's 190 to 176. And if my math doesn't suck, I was actually right there. Sitting in third is Candy Tomorrow with 174. 168 for Falk Rao in fourth. Kaz Freshie rounds out the top five with 160. He is tied with Mishi Rossini. In seventh is Fred Koolhoven with 150, and he is tied with Kibo Monroe. In ninth is Bill Podalo with 136. And rounding out the top 10 is Zaria Falconer with 50. She has won a single race, and that is the only one she entered this season. Down from there, Hemi Lover Sock and Doucha Foxtail rounding out the field, both running limited schedules, as is Falconer. So we're just about ready to go green here. I'm going to go over your lineup, and then we're going to get going. On the pole, Mountain Dew Amp Energy number 88 for Redline Racing. It's Cato Kendrick. Just outside of him, in the SS Galaxy Cadillac Ranch number 2, FK Autosports, Fred Koolhoven. Back a row from there, also for Redline Racing, in that newly painted bright pink machine, that is Candy Tomorrow. Just outside of her, orange and black Local Dog Racing machine of Falk Rao. Back a row from there, normal sponsors, the Local Dog Racing entry number 22, Kaz Freshie. Outside of him, no sponsor listed. He's for Toast Racing. That's number 107, the orange 107, Hemi Lover Sock. Back a row from there, in the number 107, the yellow and black one, 4-2 Raw, that is Urantia Jewel. To his outside, number 99 for Redline Racing, third entry for that team, the Mishi Cola machine of Mishi Rossini. And back to the final row, starting on the inside, for VF Motorsports, the Fogarty Chassis Works machine of Bill Podalo. Just outside that number 27 is the number 71 for Leadpaw Motorsports in the Bosselman Travel Center machine, number 71, Kibo Monroe. We're just about ready to go racing here, 50 laps. And as most of you who are familiar with the series and the show know, the 3-lap rule is in effect. So drivers who go down 3 laps will be asked to park, which should keep the race pretty clean up front. And we're green. Into turn 1, Cato Kendrick tries to keep it down low. Fred Koolhoven on the attack. He couldn't get under him, but Candy Tomorrow singles out in the second spot. Here comes Kaz Freshie up to third, running on a borrowed computer tonight, so he's definitely at a disadvantage, but he's doing his best to hold on up front right now. As Kendrick and Tomorrow pretty much nose to tail there off of turn number 4. Freshie holds on to third. We got a battle for the 4th spot. That's the 107. Jewel down to the inside underneath Koolhoven. Great racing up front right now. As Kaz Freshie's trying to reel in that number 14. That battle for 4th heats up. Koolhoven has it. Falk Rao around the outside of Urantia Jewel. Manages to get down in front of him and is now battling for that 4th spot with Koolhoven. Koolhoven pinches it way down there, but Rao's still going to get underneath him. And as they enter turn 1, Mark Rao up to 4th. Cross job from Koolhoven. He retakes it. Those two nose to tail off turn 4. That's the closest battle at the moment towards the front. In the rear for 9th, there's a battle between Kibo Monroe and Bill Podalo. Those two are getting ready to go a lap down to your leader, Cato Kendrick. Rao back around the outside this time to 4th. And down the backstretch they go. Koolhoven working the inside, gets into Rao. They both go way up the track, and Rossini's there. Rao back to the inside underneath Koolhoven. Off of turn number 4, Rao's going to have it. And Rossini's now on the attack underneath Koolhoven. Meanwhile, your leader's working through lap traffic. Cato Kendrick has gotten around both cars battling for 9th. That's Monroe and Podalo. Tomorrow is able to sneak by as well. Now it's Kaz Freshie's turn as Falk Rao starts to reel these guys in. Lap number 10 of 50 going away. Those lap cars still battling there. Kaz Freshie up the middle. Monroe goes around. Rossini goes around. We are now on lap number 11 of 50. So your leader, Kato Kendrick, is coming up behind the number 99, Mishi Rossini, who's currently scored in 8th, as you see him working his way off turn number 2 and into turn number 3. Candy Chamorro in second, holding a pretty much even interval right now with Kendrick. It's about 1.3 seconds as Kaz Freshie comes up behind her. Meanwhile, Falk Rao's working on lap traffic there. He's underneath the 71 of Monroe. And next he'll be on the attack after the number 27 of Bill Podalo. Kendrick now coming up on a 3-wide battle. Koolhoven, Uranchajul, and Mishi Rossini. Rossini and Koolhoven have fallen. They were much higher up in the field early on. Those drivers are all trying to lap around Kibo Monroe, who will be going down the second lap to your leader Kendrick here as Kendrick comes up on him. We're approaching halfway. This is lap number 16. 25 will be the halfway point. Very clean race for Claybowl so far as Kendrick works up around the outside of the 2 of Koolhoven, trying to take his teammate Rossini with him. Rossini's trying to pass Koolhoven for position. Kendrick is trying to put a lap on him. Now, Chamorro is working through this lap traffic a little bit better than Kendrick at the moment, I should say. She's working up underneath Rossini, and we may have ourselves a battle for the lead here as they come off turn 4. Amidst lap traffic, Candy Chamorro is on the attack down on the bottom. Off turn 2 into turn 3. She's still got it wedged in there, and they're side by side at the stripe here. Lap 20 of 50 going away. Rossini's trying to get his lap back. These are all 3 teammates right here. Redline Racing for the 14, 99, and 88. 14 and 88 battling for the lead. 99 1 lap down, trying to get up through this field at the moment. Falk Rao almost goes over on his side, trying to get around Bill Podalo. And he has fallen back quite a ways. It looks like Urancha Jewel has taken that spot from him. But he's going to battle his way back up around Jewel. I'm incorrect. Jewel's lap down there. Hemi Lover Sock is the car he's battling with at the moment. So things are getting pretty hairy all over the track. Meanwhile, back to that battle for the lead. As you can see, they're crossing the stripe, headed down into turn 1 now, coming off turn number 2. That's Kendrick in the lead, right behind the red and white number 2, Fred Koolhoven. Candy Chamorro still holding second. Right now, the interval is 0.645 seconds here as we pass halfway. Kaz Freshie has caught the top 2. We got ourselves quite a battle here. Heavy lap traffic up ahead. Koolhoven battles Urancha Jewel. And there goes the 71 of Monroe into the wall. He takes the 88 Kendrick with him, and that's going to mark Candy Chamorro up into the lead at this juncture. Side by side at the stripe, lap number 27 going away of 50. Koolhoven's in the wall. There goes Kendrick, and all sorts of confusion and pandemonium breaks out behind him. Looks like 22 Kaz Freshie's going to take second on that borrowed computer there. Kendrick battling back on the inside. Chamorro 3 wide with lap traffic. Bill Podalo's in the wall. He collects Freshie. All drivers are able to continue. Coming up on lap 30, it's going to be 20 to go here. Chamorro continues to lead. Fred Koolhoven trying to get his lap back, and he smacks the inside wall. That allows Kendrick up underneath him, and Freshie, the third place car. Then you've got Mishi Rossini back there trying to get by Koolhoven for position. The 71 of Monroe 2 laps down, and these Claybowl races do get pretty chaotic, as you can see. 71 Monroe catches the wall, collects Rao and Sock. Meanwhile, that second place battle is heating up. They're trying to get around Fred Koolhoven. Freshie finds the wall and collects the 88. Candy Chamorro is loving this out front right now. She has a pretty big lead. You can see her crossing the stripe now. Here comes second place Kaz Freshie. The interval as large as it's been this race. 2.8 seconds between your leader Chamorro and Freshie in second. Third place, that's Kato Kendrick. He's got 2 lap cars battling for position underneath him. They're not going to let up because they're fighting each other right now. And Hemi Lover Sock is also coming up through that battle. He's on the lead lap. He collides with the 88 of Kendrick, and the 6 of Rao is there to capitalize. This is for third going into turn 1 off turn 2. We have just about 14 laps left to go, and now the battle for third is 3 wide across the stripe here. Hemi Lover Sock scored with it. Falk Rao scored 4th. Kato Kendrick 5th. That could all change here as they come back around to the stripe again. Freshie pretty clean off in second as Rao is plastered to that inside. He's going to take the spot. Here comes Rossini. He's a lap down in 6th. I'll double check my scoring on that. Yes, he is. Okay, so that's your lead lap battle right there. And it looks like Rao is going to shake out the third spot as Chamorro has already come up around the back of this big pack again here. We are within 10 laps to go for her. It was lap 40 going away. And she is going to have a lot of traffic to get through. Kaz Freshie could definitely capitalize on this and catch up. Lap 41 going away for the lead lap cars. Monroe, Bill Podalo both retire, 3 laps down apiece. And Tomorrow's working her way up underneath 107, Jewel. Jewel currently runs in the 8th spot. Here she comes past F. Fred Koolhoven as well. Koolhoven currently running in the 7th spot. Things have singled out pretty well for those lead lap cars, other than a little bit further back. Whoa, we got one in the wall, if I can cut myself off there. That was the 99 Rossini. He continues. Hemi Lover Sock loses a lap to your leader. He is in 5th. He was the last car on the lead lap. That is now the 4th place car of Kendrick. So that big pack of lap cars, they're all on different laps pretty much. There are a few battles for position as Kaz Freshie works his way up under them. Was that 4 wide? Looks like 3 wide. I got a little bit confused there, but Kaz Freshie worked his way up under 2 lap cars at once. He knows he's only got about 2 laps to catch up to Candy Tomorrow here at the stripe. It is 2 laps to go for her. Lap 48 of 50. And now the white flag comes out for Candy Tomorrow as things settle down a little bit here late in the going. Kaz Freshie now with an interval of 2.6 seconds. He's whittled it down a bit in traffic, but I just don't think he's going to have time here. Checker's already in the air for Candy Tomorrow. She's going to win the 50 at the Claybowl. Here comes the rest of the finishing order as all the other cars flash across the stripe here. Let's see if we can pull scoring out of the gate. All right, a total time of 504.962 seconds for your winner, Candy Tomorrow. Kaz Freshie comes home second on the lead lap, 2.5 seconds behind, slowly whittling that down, just not quite enough time to get up there. Falk Rao battled his way all the way up to 3rd. He's going to come home 4.5 seconds down. And Kato Kendrick rounding out the top 4, fading late in the race, 5.8 seconds down. Then you have 1 lap down in 5th, Hemi Lever Sock. 2 laps down in 6th, F. Fred Koolhoven. 2 laps down 7th, Mishi Rossini having an off night. Then Urantia Jewel in 8th, 3 laps down. 12 laps down in 9th is Kibo Monroe, and 16 laps down in 10th, Bill Podalo. That's going to be it for Dirt Modified and Oval action tonight. We're going to be setting up that wild Figure 8, and we'll be right back with the True Figure 8 feature.